And it's all happening in Minnesota from the... Hi, everyone. Thanks for joining us. The NBA Cup has been pretty wild so far. And now we're in the Western Conference quarterfinals. This is Kevin Harlan courtside with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, and our reporter tonight on the sideline, David Aldridge. And now we've got a chance to check out multiple seasons of assist numbers. And what has been the trend for Chris Paul?
The drop in his assists over the past few years have made him more of a one-dimensional player offensively. He needs to get that passing element back in his game, and that'll make life a lot more difficult for opposing defense.
A look at the San Antonio Spurs opening lineup. Sochan is the 4 with the lengthy Wembanyama playing the 5. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. And for Minnesota, some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with Dillingham. And it's Ingles in at the small forward. And looking back at the group stage of the NBA Cup, these were two of the best in the West.
Yeah, these teams have been outstanding in the Cup. They're playing with confidence. Two of my favorites to win this thing, so something has to give.
Here's Dillingham. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Dillingham. 11-point game his last outing. Teardrop shot. A rebound by the Timberwolves. They beat the Spurs during their last encounter in San Antonio.
And they really squeaked out a close one in that last matchup. Came down to just a few turnovers that gave them the margin of victory.
Well, composure, execution, efficiency in a tight ball game is typically what's going to determine the winner.
And San Antonio has possession following the 3 by Minnesota. In the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Pass to Towns. Here's Ingles. Alexander Walker with the ball. Shoots from the block. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Victor Wembanyama. And Clark, here's a great guy to have in the rotation. Nickeil Alexander-Walker.
Loved him in college. Loved his versatility, and I thought it would translate nicely to the NBA. Took him a minute to find his rhythm, but he's got great length, which makes him versatile defensively, and he can play with just about anybody because he's got good all-around offensive skills.
Inside, and Wembanyama throws it down.
Oh, great decision there. Get it to Wembanyama and let Victor finish as the roller.
Now let's find out what head coach Chris Finch had to say to David Aldridge. David?
And I asked him, how do you contend with the size and skill of Victor Wembanyama? He said, every night we see this guy do something no one has ever seen before. It's kind of like dealing with the unknown. A whole new kind of player needs new schemes. So we'll see some inventiveness out there on the defensive side tonight, Kevin.
Thank you, David. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Tons of points off penetration so far, guys. They're driving at will on the defense, just taking whatever they want.
In addition to that, they've thrown their weight around inside tonight, too, thumping and bumping in the paint. A lot of their points have come from inside.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Right side Towns. Here's Dillingham. And the slam dunk by Dillingham.
Oh, that's a major league throwdown.
Keeps a tight grip on that rim, too, after the finish.
Maybe that'll help them recapture their edge a little bit, guys.
And there's a reason Gobert has led the league in block shots. Oh, fellas, that was vicious two-hand monster slam.
Guys, I don't think there was anyone who could have stopped him on that one.
Well, guys, I'm glad they didn't try because I don't want anybody to get hurt out there.
And it's Vassell in the corner. Fast break, here they come. Here's Ingles. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Vassell, left side. Six to shoot. Wembanyama throws it down.
You have to be aware of Wembanyama on the boards. Really keep a body on it.
Has to Gobert. Over to the wing. Here's Dillingham. Lays it up and banks it in. Dillingham's got his second bucket.
And they've scored several times already here in the first quarter on the inside.
Wembanyama, a screen. And he jams it with authority.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up. Well, he has not been sharp this period. Seems to be a little flustered out there, too.
Back to Sohan. It's Vassell on the wing. That's good again. His seventh basket, 7 for 10 from the floor.
Already finding his spots and capitalizing, playing really efficient basketball.
Here's Dillingham. That's a bucket, his third of the game. He shot the ball 7 times. San Antonio leading by 4. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
I think he has to play more conservative from this point on. I mean, that's 2 fouls already.
Zach Collins checked in for Victor Wembanyama. For Minnesota, they've gotten 6 of 11 shots to go down so far. Pretty nice shooting. On the wing, Ingles. Down low, here's Towns, and Towns throws it down.
Boy, look at the big fella elevating when Towns goes to the rim. He's doing it on and with purpose.
Kicks it out to Johnson. No good from outside.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
To the paint, here's Towns. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
I tell you what, it reminds me of one of my college coaches who used to say, that ain't gonna get it done. That's 5 straight baskets in the paint now.
From deep, hands it from downtown. Alexander Walker's got 9 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves.
They're contesting shots and have also come up with some significant blocks, putting a little doubt into the minds of the opposing shooters.
Another big component of their game early on has been their execution on the fast break. They're getting a bunch of easy baskets, pushing it in transition.
Now here's Towns. He picked up 18 points in their last win against Golden State.
Yeah, but he was also a force on the defensive side. 2 block shots. It also altered a ton of shots.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Will it go? That misses off the backboard. Timberwolves leading by 3. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
Exactly what they needed from Town, using his size and strength to box out and keep that play alive.
There's a screen by Collins. An easy 2 points on the layup. 16 points for him.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
Mr. Gobert. Right side Towns. The offensive rebound. Spurs trail by 3. And stolen by Dillingham. Now Gobert. Left side, Towns. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to Ingles. Now Alexander Walker. Covered by Vassell. Lets it go from the wing. No good. That's miss number 2 against 3 makes from the field. There's a screen by Collins. Shot from 6. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Timberwolves leading by 3. Dillingham with the bucket. Dillingham's got 8 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Floats one. Gobert with the block.
This is what Gobert is known for, his ability to swat shots away with ease.
Johnson against Ingles. Pass to Towns. Rebound by Sohan. Spurs trail by 5. And it's Vassell in the corner. 1:29 left here in the first quarter.
And not the prototype power forward, but he has tremendous athletic ability.
A different look now for Here's Dillingham. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Reed the pass to Towns. Over Sohan, and Towns gets it to go. Towns has got 7 now in this quarter.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
On the court right now for the Spurs, you'll see Barnes and Sohan playing forward. Then there's Wembanyama. And it's Chris Paul. Now, here's Reed. His last outing, he had 18 points. Count it. Reed's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Naz Reid is a very good shooting big.
Paul surveying the floor. To the inside. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Outside, Towns. Ingles kicks to McDaniels. Pass to Reed for the 3. Connects from 3-point range. Reed's got 7 points.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Paul outside. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Ingles, and the Timberwolves tack on 2 more. Now, Wembanyama, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league. To the middle. There's Wembanyama using his size drives inside.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's not the kind of streak you want to be part of defensively. Tighten it up, fellas.
Here's Dillingham, defended by Paul. Clock at 4. Goes up on the wing. Dillingham, no good. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for San Antonio. They are a hot team right now. 7 consecutive wins and looking for number 8 tonight.
Just playing really solid basketball right now. They're trusting each other more out there and attacking as a group. They're a fist, not individual fingers, which has made them tough to beat.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Kevin, thank you very much. Jaden McDaniels has become an X factor for the Wolves. Mike Conley says, we know what he does defensively, but the offense that he can bring for us balances our unit. It's much needed. Guys tend not to think of him as an offensive player, but he does have that in his game. Kevin?
But I love the reference to an X factor. He definitely is that. All right, David, thank you. Rudy Gobert, he's checked in for Minnesota. Alexander Walker comes in for McDaniels. The Spurs also changing it up. Johnson, he's checked in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Vassell in for Paul. To the inside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And after this quarterfinal round of the NBA Cup, the final 3 games will all be played on a neutral floor.
And that's what makes this one so important. If you can make it to the semis, it's wide open. Whoever wins this game has a great shot to take home the trophy.
And the dunk by Sochan.
The court awareness improving with time. Johnson with a great pass there.
Dillingham with it. He's got 8. To Alexander Walker. Towns, the screen. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. And the layup falls. He's got 22.
Making plays for others, Wembanyama.
Minnesota leading by 6. Here's Dillingham. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Collins checked in for the Spurs.
Number 23, Zach Collins.
Alexander Walker finds Towns from deep Ingles. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Ingles has got 7 points.
Towns sees an open player and rewards him with a nice pass.
Down low. Out of bounds, Minnesota takes possession. A brief moment here to recognize a player that's really been getting it done. He's earned the Player of the Week in the Western Conference.
Well, he's been an absolute magician when the ball has been in his hands. There isn't any aspect of the offense that he hasn't contributed in, and it's been a pleasure to watch. I mean, unless you are an opposing coach, then his play has been a vivid nightmare. You know, they're relying on their three-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
And he goes strong with the one-handed jam.
The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G.A., the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
Here's Towns following the bucket by the Spurs. And that one, good.
You know, throughout this quarter, guys, they've had no answer for him defensively. And he's been absolutely relentless.
And Clark, the debate around Karl Anthony Towns. Is he the greatest shooting big of all time?
Well, look, if you just want to go numbers, it's an emphatic yes. No 7-footer has ever shot it like Cat. Around 40% from 3 over his career. It's not just a 1 or 2 season deal. That's a multi-year career. So I say yes.
Here's Dillingham. 8 points for him. Pass to Alexander Walker. There's the three. San Antonio with the rebound. Atlanta will be traveling to face them after this game. That game marks the first half of a quick 2-game homestand. He goes up again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and they'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
And they're getting to the line a lot in this quarter, guys, and it hasn't been by accident.
Yeah, I don't think it's an accident that aggressiveness correlates with playing better. So the aggressiveness is starting to pay off.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Special K, we know the trade for Rudy Gobert took some time to click, but now it's looking like a great move.
Well, you know, figuring out how to play 2 bigs in this day and age with the way the game is played, pretty tricky, a slippery slope. And they stayed with it, to their credit, the Minnesota Timberwolves. And once they got it sorted out, Gobert was a force with his defense and his scoring out of the pick and roll. And I think one of the things undervalued in Gobert's improvement is the addition of Mike Conley. They've got a tremendous relationship, and I think Mike Conley's presence has been a real asset for Gobert as well.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Now, here's Ingles. He has 7.
That's excellent defense right there on the perimeter.
The rebound by the Timberwolves. Towns has got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the paint, here's Gobert. And Gobert throws it down.
Frenchman doesn't mess around down there. Gobert, what a vicious throwdown.
And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. Minnesota leading by 8. There's 48 seconds left here in the second. A 3. Rebound by Sohan. Sohan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
Minnesota's gotten fond of that 3-point shot here in the second quarter. 4 of 9. Pass to Alexander Walker. Towns, a screen on Vassell. Here's Dillingham. Clock at 6. From 18 feet away. And off the prior, and in it goes. Dillingham's got 10 points in the game. Drops in the layup for 2.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
It was the exact same kind of offensive showcase for him in their last game, too. When it happens this often, that's not a pattern. That's a characteristic.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. We come back right after this.
Come one, come all. The 2K halftime is here, and so's our breakdown of the upcoming schedule. Let's check it out. Swerving off topic for a moment, I need you guys to weigh in on this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
No, man, it's a hot dog. Cheese, it's right there in the name.
Well, it's got meat, correct?
Right.
It has bread.
Right. And circling back to the first half, things have not gone as planned for the Spurs.
They were sloppy, gave the ball away too much, and that comes down to one thing.
Thanks for joining us. Now let's toss it to Kevin Harlan for the start of the second half.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. Dillingham is out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Here's Dillingham. And the rejection by Wembanyama. A nice shot by Sochan. Sohan's got the first points of the second half here for the Spurs. Minnesota leading by 4. Pass to Ingles. Here's Dillingham. The shot's good on the assist by Ingles. Ingles has got 3 assists in the game. With the floater, Minnesota with the rebound. At one point, they led by 16. Here's Alexander-Walker. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll. But it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Pass to Sochan. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Now, Alexander-Walker. And here is Ingles. Towns down low. Sochan's there. Just 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And, you know, even though that shot didn't go down, I like how they got him a wide-open look in space there. Boy, he's making it look really easy right now. I expect them to continue to run the offense through him until the defense makes them change plans.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. It's up a 3. And Dillingham with the basket on the assist by Towns. Dillingham's got 16. Spurs trail by 7. Inside, Wembanyama. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
With the step back, it's tipped. The second chance effort, and there's the nice layup by Johnson. Johnson's got his first points of the night.
You love to see Johnson crashing in. I appreciate the effort.
Pass to Alexander-Walker. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And that one drops for him. Now just a 1-point Timberwolves lead.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
Really left alone that time. Towns has got 24.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Boy, it's been a 3-point barrage. They came out gunning and have not stopped.
Rolling off the pick, ready to do some damage, Wembanyama.
The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. Here's Dillingham. It's good. He's got 18. And the Spurs with possession. 4-point game. Wembanyama, a screen to the paint. It's stolen by Gobert. Ingles with the ball. And it's Johnson picking him up. Here's Gobert. He gives the team some steady offense, a bit under 10 points a game.
You know, when Rudy Gobert is down low, it strikes fear into the opponent. This is a guy who has led the league in blocks and rebounds at different times. Inside the paint, he is just a nightmare to battle against.
You know, their lead could be larger right now, but their efficiency from the line has tailed off just a bit. You know, even if this game doesn't go their way, I think he's got to be proud of how he performed tonight.
Pass to Dillingham. Back to Alexander Walker. Towns wide open. No good on the three. Spurs trail by 3. Sochan with the screen. And the shot goes in. He's got 44.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Dillingham. 18 points for him. Another miss by Minnesota.
I wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the backboard.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
For the lead, Karl-Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 8th rebound here tonight. Driving in. A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Alexander Walker's gone 3 of 9 tonight from the field, 33%. Misses from short range.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Trying to find Towns. Hits it to him. The layup missed. San Antonio trailing here. And he converts the layup.
Boy, what a quarter for him. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and he's really riding that wave right now.
Minnesota's gotten the three-pointer to fall to the tune of 50% here in the third quarter. They've made 3 of 6. Here's Dillingham. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Dillingham's got 10 points in just the second half. And that one is stuffed right through.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
And it just forces the defense to pay more attention to him, guys, which we know can open up things for others.
Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Kevin, thanks. The Timberwolves are now on the same page. Karl-Anthony Towns says it's good when you're able to sacrifice to see the results you wanted and share the success. We're all making this happen. This is a team coming together and saying, we really want to do something special. Kevin, they're right on the road to doing it.
Well said, David. Karl-Anthony Towns is very motivated. Definitely.
Oh, big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
Outside, Towns. He takes it up and lays it in. Towns has got 26 points.
Rolling. Towns just keeps finding opportunities to score.
And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen. And here's a look at some numbers for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different score than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Reed, he's checked in for Karl-Anthony Towns. And San Antonio with the change here, too. All checked in for Johnson. And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. The Timberwolves making a switch here. McDaniels checked in. Collins checked in for San Antonio. Now Dillingham. 20 points for him. Here's Alexander Walker. Misses from close range. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for the Spurs. They lead by 1.
And man, is Vassell tough to guard. So good at using that length to get the call.
The Spurs have attempted 11 free throws today and converted 8 of them. Vassell hits them both. Gillingham with it, and he can be counted on to put some points on the board every night. He's averaging right around 13.5 points a game. And here is McDaniel. 6 on the shot clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. And the rejection by Wembanyama. And, yep, another basket.
Another 50-point game from him, and he is now third in the record books for most 50-point games in a season.
You know, G.A., you can't deny the greatness we've seen from him all year long. He has performed at the highest level, game in and game out.
His play this season has moved him past Kobe. Yes, Kobe being Bryant for most 50-point games in the season. I can still remember that incredible 2007 year for Kobe, and that has been bested.
And there's the drive, and it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that gun.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
And that's terribly demoralizing for a defense, guys. I mean, they know he's going to keep coming and coming and coming, and that they may not have an answer for it.
Here's Reed. Collins grabs the miss. San Antonio leading by 5. Tries again, and the layup's good off the glass.
And they hold a huge advantage on the backboards.
And that's been the key to this league. I mean, they've really dominated the glass.
Pass to Alexander Walker. .109 left to play here in the third. And the wide open shot from Reed hits the three-point bomb. Reed's got 10.
Reed has a pretty proficient three-point shot. He's a big guy who loves to stretch the floor, too.
Down low. And again.
And this game has his name written all over it.
Greg, he's been phenomenal in offensive onslaught. Timberwolves trail by 6. Alexander Walker on the wing. Off target from outside.
Defense better watch out. They better be alert, because this guy can make threes, as we saw in the first half.
And he can do a lot more damage to the rim than that when he wants to.
Oh, you're right. And with the lead they're enjoying, I'm surprised he didn't put a little something extra on that one.
Well, I think he did.
We've got a timeout called from Chris Finch. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Hey guys, here's what Chris Finch went over with his guys during the break. His emphasis was for more effort on the defensive end. He said we have to do a better job of communicating and helping each other out. They're getting too many easy looks. Let's make it hard on them. They're going to have to if they're going to slow down the hot shooting of their opponent.
Thank you, David. On the court right now for the Spurs. Up in the front court, it'll be Vassell and Barnes. Then it's Chris Paul. Then there's Zach Collins. And that one's good, Towns.
And he's on his way to putting up a big three-point total.
Paul outside. Barnes screen on McDaniel. San Antonio again missing. And Reed has it in the corner. And another three for Minnesota.
Yeah, that's 2 bombs in a row from long range.
Ball outside. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. They need this. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Things really clicking for him at the offensive end.
They're making good decisions, not wasting these opportunities.
Here's Towns. San Antonio with the rebound. There's a screen by Collins. And he drives in. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Towns with the defensive effort. Reed the pass to McDaniels. Now Towns. Pass to Reed. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got his 4th assist in this one.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And we've got a timeout from Greg Popovich. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. To the inside. And another one falls. Amazing.
I can't believe I'm saying this. He's now 2nd in 60-point games all time.
Tapping into his full arsenal. Night in and night out. Dillingham with the bucket.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Ball outside to the middle. Another bucket. Wow. That's 62 points. 62.
Amazing. A remarkable performance from him so far.
Pass to Dillingham. Towns against Barnes. Left block shot on the way. And there's another one for the Timberwolves.
Well, he's demanding the ball. He wants it, and he's coming through. I mean, you can see why his teammates trust him down the stretch, guys.
Inside. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Barnes against Towns. Here's Alexander Walker. Hits it from 3-point range.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there.
That's the jump ball.
Pass to Ingles. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in. And it's a 9-point Timberwolves lead. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Timberwolves?
I like the fact that they've been very aggressive at the defensive end, tenacious. They're jumping passing lanes and coming away with a lot of steals.
And they're also finding a good deal of their points off turnovers tonight. Seems like every time they come up with an extra possession, they find a way to convert.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Zach Collins. Jeremy Sohan comes in for Harrison Barnes. And it's Johnson in for Paul. To end the run, it's rebounded by Towns. Timberwolves leading by 11. Pass to Dillingham. No good on the triple. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
An emerging part of his game. Johnson's becoming a better playmaker.
Minnesota's gone to 3-point range for 12 of their points in the final quarter on 4 of 5 shooting. Now here's Towns. Wembanyama with the rebound. Wembanyama has got rebound number 17, if you can believe that.
And he's clearly led the way offensively. The question is, can they ride him and get back into it?
Minnesota with the ball. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Dillingham. Back to Towns. To the inside. Shot clock at 6. Gobert. Rebound, San Antonio. Wembanyama has got his 18th rebound here tonight. All over the place. Sohan with the screen. And good. He hits it again. 71 points and no end in sight.
Young fella is in the zone. The defense right now looks helpless.
Right side Towns. Pass to Ingles. Fires from deep. Rebounded by the Spurs.
After hitting 1-3 in the first half, he's been unable to dial in from deep since then.
Wembanyama, a screen on Ingles. To the paint, he is stolen by Ingles, all by himself. Here's Dillingham, and it's blocked.
And how about the timing Vassell has on the defensive end? Superb.
Nobody's getting that high but Wembanyama.
How about the rookie putting a big shot? Wembanyama showing us he can meet those high expectations.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And so he's picked up his final foul. He will sit for the rest of this game.
And you hate to have a player foul out, but their depth could be an asset here, helping them weather his absence.
So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
Count it.
And his stroke has been dead on from the outside. I mean, inside, outside. It just doesn't matter.
Minnesota shooting straight 49% from the field. Out to the right wing. And Gobert kicks to Ingles. Here's Alexander Walker. Nice defense by Vassell. Here's San Antonio now. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. Connects again.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA really taking it to the opposition. Here's Dillingham. From outside, off the mark.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Minnesota's gone 4-7 with the long ball here in the fourth quarter. Banked in off the glass. Dillingham's got 14 points here in the second half. Sounds like a rock concert in here.
And guys, that was the bucket they have been waiting for.
And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
And, you know, you can't dwell on that one miss. They're still in a position here to take the lead if they can get a stop.
Minnesota shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Just 5 to shoot. In the corner, Dillingham with it. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. To take the lead. Good, that's another bucket.
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely, a game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
And to equal a mark set way back in 1961 by Wilt Chamberlain, that tells you all you need to know.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. And he knows there's no room for mistakes and wants everyone on the same page. Guys, what are their best options now?
You know, always intriguing to see what a coach draws up in this situation.
And we call those ATOs, or plays run after a timeout. They often make the difference in a game.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game? Yes.
Pass to Johnson. He's looking for Sohan and finds him.
You know, passes like that go a long way. Terrific teamwork.
Now Dillingham for the win. Oh, and a chance to win the game, but the last second shot is offline. And that's going to do it for regulation. So glad to have you with us as we get going in overtime. Neither team giving an inch in this one. Vassell in the wing along with Johnson. Collins is out there with Jeremy Sohan. Fires from 14. And Gobert kicks to Towns. Here's Dillingham. Covered by Vassell. Dillingham, no good.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
There's a screen by Collins. Gobert with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Tries a three off the inbound. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Alexander Walker passes to Towns. Here's Alexander Walker. He's guarded by Collins. Shot clock at 5. Down low. And the dunk by Towns.
Oh, I dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points.
A lot of bounceability there, guys. I mean, well above the rim. That's what makes him dangerous.
And he makes the first.
Boy, it's been so hard to watch at times. I mean, he missed so many of his foul shots tonight. Good to see him finally come through there.
Alexander Walker passes to Ingles to the inside. Gobert against Collins. Gobert with a screen for Dillingham. Misses the 3.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
A shot by Alexander Walker, no good. Spurs have gone 0 for 3 since the end of regulation. Not how they were hoping to start out this overtime period. That puts them in the lead.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Minnesota's gone 0 of 3 from long range so far in this overtime period. Pass to Towns. Now Dillingham. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Dillingham's got 27.
That's a part of his game that Towns has really developed in his time in the league, becoming a good passer.
And here is Johnson. Ingles covering. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's the first, and that narrows the gap to 1. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
This is what makes him special, his ability to come through in these spots.
Minnesota's gotten only 1 of their first 4 attempts from three-point range to fall here in overtime. Three-pointer. And so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last.
Huge turnover. At really the worst possible time. You have to value every possession, especially at this stage of the game.
We're now about 3 minutes into this overtime period, and it goes down 2 points.
Terrific accuracy on that pass. That's how you lead your teammate.
So it's Minnesota now. Dillingham with it. Shoots from 8. It's in! And tie game. That is a huge basket right there.
Really textbook use of the dribble. Getting inside to get his work done.
Floats one up. Another one goes. Incredible.
And that score moves him up in the record books yet again.
He now stands, Greg, alone for second place for points. What an unbelievable night.
And with 81 in the rearview mirror, he only has the great Wilt Chamberlain and his 100 mark left, a record nobody thought would be touched. But this is the closest anybody has ever come.
Got it. A huge shot to tie it up.
Man, how about the cool, calm collectedness of Towns. Helps him come through when the game gets snug. It looked like that was going to be blocked, but then he pulled the Houdini act and flipped it in for the score.
Here's Dillingham.
can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
It's not over yet.
And so Chris Finch calls for the timeout. No doubt he is feeling the importance of this moment right now. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Mr. Gobert. Now Towns. The wide open look here for Ingles. That three off the mark. And there's the intentional foul. No choice but to stop the clock here.
Yeah, you can't let him hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 5-point game.
Clutch free throws there. That should ensure they're going home with the W.
Pass to Alexander Walker. Nails the tray. And they stop the clock as soon as they can with the intentional foul. He hits the first one, and that makes it a 3-point lead. Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's a 4-point ball game. And so it's San Antonio who's straight by with the win. And this victory locks them in for the West semifinals of the NBA Cup tournament.
And you can tell the competition is getting fierce, right? Only 4 teams remaining on the road to winning that NBA Cup.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching the NBA on 2K Sports.
How many points did MP have? I lost count at 71.